Hey, fellow wholesalers, what's going on? Daryl Muhammad here. Just want to share something with you. A lot of noise is out there right now due to the corona pandemic. I'm seeing marketing at an all-time high. Real estate investing and everything else out there is all over Facebook, advertised on Facebook and Instagram. And I just want to give you my perspective, give you my insight on how I look at things with my years of being a real estate student of over 40 years and being a real estate investor since 2000, being a stockbroker for two major Wall Street firms, network marketing, and it goes on and on and on. But here's what I want to tell you. I want to share something with you that I'm doing to give you some insight because there's a lot of noise out there. All right. And I pride myself in getting the basic fundamental understanding. The Bible says of all these things get ye understanding. And once you understand the foundational, the dynamics of the moving pieces, then you can come up with your own narrative. Then you can make decisions that's best for you. I learned that many years ago, and I implemented it when I was a stockbroker, right? The position I took is my job. My fiduciary responsibility as a stockbroker is to give you my professional advice and recommendation, but the final decision is yours. Okay? I took that position as a very conservative position. Why? Because I don't want them to say and to sue me because they took my recommendation and they lost money. That happens a lot over there in that world. But here's what I want to tell you. I want to give you some practical tools and what I'm using to stay active, if you will, because the thing is to stay active, right? You may not always be buying, but you should always stay active. Here's a couple of things. Let me make it real quick. All right. Number one, you have to keep your ear to the street. You do that by two ways. One, by watching financial network channels. Bloomberg, CNBC, Fox Business News. Why? Because the big boys in real estate, the commercial real estate professionals are going to come on there and give you insight. 30,000 foot view, not this little 5-foot view we're at and other people on YouTube are at, right? But the 30,000 foot view that you're not going to hear anywhere else other than on those channels, because those professionals don't have Instagram accounts. They're not sharing that on Instagram and Facebook and YouTube. Okay? So you want to keep your ear to the street by watching and listening to them. All right? You want to keep your ear on the street on your level, in your local market. Preferably, as I teach my students, through your real estate association in your area. Right? You should have relationships and not develop a relationship with very active real estate investors and give them a call and say, hey, what do you see? What's going on? What do you think? All right. That's number one. That'll keep you active. Keep your ears on the ground because as some of you may know, right? Good opportunities. They only last that long if they ever even hit the open market at all. So that's number one. Number two, brothers and sisters, you want to increase and improve your credit score. Get it up over 700, as high as you can, right? Get it up over 700. And once you do, and as you do, then you want to go over and start securing lines of credit. Securing lines of credit, because when the stuff hits the fan, because one thing I learned as a stockbroker, real estate has a lagging effect. All right. If there's a recession now, it's going to lag 30, 60, 90 days when people stop paying their rent, can't make their mortgage payments. OK, start bleeding. And then when they start hemorrhaging, then that's when the opportunities are going to present themselves. But you have to be ready, because there's some people that's poised and ready right now. They have the credit and they have the accessibility to cash. And if you don't have the credit or if you don't have accessibility cash, you need to find people who do and give them your overall concept and idea of what your game plan is. And if they buy in, then you develop a list. Credit, lines of credit. So it's three things. Ear to the street, improve your credit over 700, 750, as high as you can get it in the shortest period of time. Go hire a company, do it yourself. It's about speed. Opportunity is about speed. And number 3, get you lines of credit. Get you lines of credit. All right? Better manage your personal finances. That's the only way you're going to get your credit score up anyway. And do like Fertilla, the guy that owns the Rockets. He said what he does, he gets lines of credit. He borrows the money, take the money, put it in the bank, and pay interest on it. He said that's worth paying interest on it because he has the money secured versus you have a line of credit. Then the economy dips and goes into a recession like it's going to go into this second quarter, consecutive quarters of negative GDP. We already had one. If you don't know these things, then they're going to affect you. It's going to affect your bottom line. So he says he gets the money, put it in the bank, pay interest on it. See, you can pay interest from the loan, from the money. Because when the opportunity comes, he wants the cash. He has to have immediate, quick cash. He can't, go out and find money. And for him at his level, it takes a lot of takes time to go ahead and find investors that have 50, 60 million readily available that they can make accessible in 72 hours. All right, brothers and sisters, so do that. Position yourself and help some people, relieve them of their burden because they weren't in a position to make it through this upcoming recession. All right? And be ready for the opportunities. All right, leave me some comments below. We'll see you around. Till next time, take care. God bless.